In early 2018, I made a video talking about the very first ever possible Grand Theft Auto 6 character, and that is Jerry Kapotwitz from Grand Theft Auto 4 and The Ballad of Gay Tony. And if you don't know, Jerry Kapotwitz is a homeless man, homeless tramp, whatever you want to call him, turned millionaire. That's right. We know that GTA 4 and The Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and Damned, well, much of this story is centered around these diamonds. Well, at the end of The Ballad of Gay Tony, Luis bumps into Jerry. Jerry knocks over some trash, and in this trash, well, like the old saying goes, Jerry finds some diamonds in the rough, thus turning him from a homeless man to a millionaire instantly. And we know this because after we complete the game on an in-game radio station, well, we hear about Jerry Kapotwitz, and after finding these diamonds and becoming very rich, his plan to move to Vice City and open up a gun store and a liquor store. Typical, right? Well, this means that Jerry could be the first ever GTA 6 character. But we've got another. And this one's actually been around for quite some time. And, well, I was trying to do some research and I couldn't find too much information regarding this first ever or second ever or whatever you want to call him GTA 6 character. So if y'all enjoy this video and at least find something new or informative from this, I just please ask that you give it a thumbs up. If we could, let's set a like goal of 2,500 likes on this video. Please, it would mean a lot to me. And remember, my friends, speculate responsibly. I'm not confirming anything. I'm not denying anything. But I am using tons of evidence to back up my claims here. With Jerry Kapotwitz, for example, well, what's my evidence? Well, he tells us in-game he's going to Vice City. And what's the only GTA city that hasn't yet been remastered in the HD universe, with the exceptions of Las Venturas and San Fierro? That would be Vice City. Where do fans want GTA 6 to take place? That would be Vice City. And what is Rockstar good at doing? Making characters from their previous games return in their new games. We've got over 10 of them from GTA 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. So who is our next GTA 6 character and possible protagonist? Well, that would be actor Jorge Consejo. Mr. Jorge is a 40-year-old Mexican-born actor, and, well, there's been some very interesting things going on with him since 2014 that hint at him possibly being either just a GTA 6 minor character, major character, protagonist, antagonist. Obviously, we don't know this much yet, but there's some very interesting things going on. So I will note that I did talk about him in my video regarding GTA 6 predictions and release dates last week, but I just kind of touched base on it. And this was so interesting that I knew when making that video, even though I didn't mention in it like I wanted to, I just felt it wasn't necessary. But I knew in that video I wanted to make a video talking about this guy and make it just a sole topic by itself. So Jorge Consejo, he's 40 years old, he's a Mexican-born actor. Where do we get him being in Grand Theft Auto 6? Well, let's go back to 2014. On December 11th, 2014, he posted a picture of himself wearing a motion capture suit. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's the suit with a bunch of dots on it, and that's how you take a real-life person and put them in a video game. Much like we had Michael, Trevor, and Franklin from Grand Theft Auto 5. These guys aren't just simply voice actors in games anymore. The times have changed and technology is amazing. So these voice actors, is what you may think they are actually real actors. So let's take a look at Michael, Trevor, and Franklin from Grand Theft Auto 5. They all wore mocap suits. That's how they're in the game. And, well, they're not just voice actors. They're playing themselves in the game. They're real life selves, which is really, really cool. So all the movements and things you see like that, most of them are 100% real, which is cool. So in December 2014, Jorge posts this picture of him wearing the motion capture suit. Now, I will note that the suit he is wearing is different from that of GTA 5. I'm not really too educated on motion capture suits and things like that, so maybe they've changed because technology has changed, the suits have gotten better. I'm not sure. Or could this be a different motion capture suit for a different thing? Could we be getting a live action GTA 6 film trailer, maybe? I don't know. That's a bit far-fetched, but we did have that with GTA 2. We had a live-action film for that game, which was pretty neat. We haven't seen anything like that since in the Grand Theft Auto series. I'd show that, but there's just some weird copyright stuff going on with that. If you show that footage, my video, even if I showed 5 seconds of that footage, every cent earned from this video would go to whoever created the footage. It's very flawed. So anyways, moving on to 2017 now. December 25th, 2017 to be specific. Well, we had a CV and resume list pop up for Jorge Consejo once again. And, well, what's very interesting about this resume is it shows all the stuff he's worked on throughout the years, whether it's television shows, movies, theatrical work, and things like that. Well, you know what's listed on here under the film category? Grand Theft Auto VI CGI 2018, The Mexican, which that is actually who he would be playing as, featured Rockstar Games. So, hold up, what? Grand Theft Auto 6 CGI. So the CGI part is where I kind of came up a minute ago talking about the live action film or trailer. This doesn't specify whether he would be a protagonist, antagonist, minor, major character, like I said earlier on in the video, but we do know he would be the Mexican, and it also lists Rockstar Games. And you can Google Jorge Consejo, and this will come up. So this is real. This hasn't been edited. This is literally there. There's even going to be a link to that in the description. So right there, it makes you wonder, okay, well, he's doing something with Grand Theft Auto 6. There's something in the works here going way back. If you don't want to count 2014, this is at least going back to 2017 when this was found and listed on his resume. And like I said, you can't edit this. This is 100% legit. So it just makes you wonder, okay, well, this guy's obviously part of Grand Theft Auto 6. How big of a part is he in Grand Theft Auto 6? Well, it gets even better. So in July of this year, July 9th, 2019, well, what else do we get from Jorge Consejo? Well, we get a tweet, and he's actually tweeted by a GTA fan, Paul Lennon, and Paul said, "Nobody will read this tweet, but you heard it here first. Jorge Consejo is in GTA 6. So it makes you wonder, how does Paul Lennon know that this man is in Grand Theft Auto 6? I did lots of research on this guy, can't find anything related to maybe him being a Rockstar insider, different things like that. Came back, nothing. The tweet really didn't get that much traction, got 4 likes on it. It's not like it blew up and everybody was going crazy, but where it gets interesting is Jorge Consejo himself on his verified Twitter actually quoted this tweet. And you know what he said? He said, "I can neither confirm nor deny this, but I did read your tweet, winky face." And, well, there's a couple different things that we can go off of here. Either Jorge Consejo is just feeding into this and going along with it, much like Ned Luke, Michael DeSantis' actor, did in GTA 5 with the Mount Chiliad mystery. He would troll everybody on Twitter. Jorge could be doing that. Or he's not going to come and outright say, "Yeah, I'm in Grand Theft Auto 6. You ever heard of an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement? Those things are real, and Jorge is not just going to come out and break that, get in lots of trouble, mess everything up for Rockstar Games, and risk being sued for hundreds of thousands and maybe even millions of dollars, because Take-Two, they're going to hit you with those big fines if you break an NDA. So a lot of times when people say I can neither confirm nor deny this, it's because it's true, and, well, we've got evidence to back that up. We've got this resume here with Grand Theft Auto 6 listed on it and Jorge Consejo. So it's very, very interesting, and Jorge's tweet only got 24 likes. Now, Jorge only has about 12,000 followers on Twitter, so I bet you that when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, if he does play a major role, I would say major role, maybe even a minor role, at least with a minor role, his Twitter is going to blow up, and this tweet is going to go down in history. But that said, that right there is pretty much I would say like 99.8% confirming that Jorge Consejo is a Grand Theft Auto 6 character, and if Jerry Kapotwitz doesn't make it into GTA 6, well, Jorge Consejo is our first GTA 6 character. So, as of right now, we've got 2 GTA 6 characters. One's a possible character, and we're just basing that off of evidence from Grand Theft Auto 4. The other is an actual character from basing this off of his resume and his cryptic tweets. Now, one last thing I just want to kind of throw in here to back up these claims is, remember that leak from 2018 we got that IGN, Game Informer, The Know, pretty much every major video game media outlet covered regarding a GTA 6 from a Rockstar insider a leak? Project Americas, which says that GTA 6 is going to take place across multiple decades. We're going to drug run from Brazil to Vice City. Well, what kind of coincides with this even more is the fact that, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Jorge Consejo is a Mexican-born bilingual actor. And yes, there's tons of people who can be bilingual, but with GTA 6 on his resume, with this Project America's leak, which isn't confirmed at all, but it was a very big leak that big media outlets picked up on that they don't usually do. Well, those kind of go hand in hand. If we're going to take place in, we're going to be in Brazil, we're going to need some bilingual actors because we're probably going to be speaking Spanish. We're not going to be speaking English down there. I'm sure you could, but I'm sure Rockstar is going to throw a twist on it, and we're just going to have subtitles and Spanish-speaking only characters. And also, from Jorge Consejo's Twitter profile, guess where he lives? Miami, of all places. The real-life version of Vice City. So that's something pretty interesting that I wanted to add in there. Only time will tell, but hopefully y'all did enjoy this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Let's go for 2,500 likes on this video. Consider subscribing. Remember, speculate responsibly. Thank y'all so much for the amazing support on my channel. And with that said, I'm Zach Cox. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video.